Hey, Homebrew Wednesday, guys. Ledge Brewing, main brew guy. Although this would be coffee. This is early in the morning on Wednesday. We did brew yesterday at the Octoberfest, and I have some footage of that, so we'll cut out for that right now. Get everything lined up here. We got a 1 liter starter, plus we also have another vial of WPL 830, and we have Dayton and Hallertau hops for this edition. Also, I'm going to be going through some of my grains. I've got a bunch of half bags of this and that, and I'm going to try to use those up and fulfill the recipe. Anyway, that's why all this stuff's out here. So we'll get started. Strike waters. Using the new mash select switch, HLT or mash. Right now it's on mash, so right now it's sensing that thermocouple. Just tends to hold temperature a little more solid. God, that smells good. That would be beer mail. Hey, good morning. Thank you. You're welcome. Have a good day. You too. Alright guys, here we're brewing today. A mashed in 154. We're doing a Octoberfest, right Dennis?
Yep.
So we're going to split another batch. Anyway, I got beer mail, as you saw, with the FedEx driver coming up. And SMC Brewing Company sent me some awesome beers. Carl Strauss Brewing Company, the Boardwalk Black IPA, Black Rye.
And we got a Pliny the Elder. It's bottled by the Russian River Brewing Company in Santa Rosa, California. Respect your elder, keep cold, drink fresh, do not age. Pliny the Elder is a historical figure. Don't make the beer inside this one. Not a barley wine, do not age. Age your cheese, not your Pliny. Respect hops, consume fresh.
And Golden Road Brewing Company, microbrewing a can, great stuff. I think I read something about this beer recently on one of the blogs or forums. Anyway, Point the Way IPA. Thank you. It's incredible stuff that you sent. And go ahead, Dennis.
We got a Hophead Red, a red IPA by the Green Flash Brewing Company. Nice label, nice bottle actually. Kind of neat.
And the one I was really looking for was, of course, SMC Brewing's version of his IPA. It's Extra Action IPA. And at the bottom it says, "We love hops." Very nice. Thank you so much. I won't be testing these today. I'll let them settle out anyway, because we're going to be doing the Hookie yeast experiment tastings a little later. We're mashed in 154. We've been in for about 15 minutes, so if we have time, I'm going to go put these away, let them settle out, and I'll do some tastings on these soon. Thank you, SMC Brewing Co.
Thank you.
You rock. They're coming back though. Hey, here's the Brewer's Gold.
There's two bines coming up, so I'll train those when they get a little taller.
How many did you plant?
2 bines,
okay.
2 rhizomes. Here's the other one.
This one's just starting to take off. It took forever to come up out of the ground. And then the second ones are here, but they don't look as healthy.
Hey, welcome back. Also,
we did some beer reviews of the ESBs, and it's funny because I had been way behind on my my YouTube videos, so I did some catching up last night, hence the bags. Anyway, some of the reviews we did on the beers, Dennis and I did some yesterday. We did 3 of them, which I'll show you in a moment. We had a lot of the same, we were picking up a lot of the same things that some of the other reviewers were picking up. So it's kind of cool that we're all picking up. Our palates are really similar. Some of the things that I think we articulate might be a little different, but when you hear the other person trying to articulate what you picked up, you're like, yeah, he's getting the same thing I'm getting. So this experiment's been really, really awesome, and thanks for letting me be a part of it. So let's cut out for the first viewing.
All right, ESB tasting. Today we're going to be doing the Bitter Bitch from Dayton Brewing. Great label, huh, Dennis?
It is.
I love that when I saw it. Okay, he used Y yeast. What I saw was 1313, but I couldn't find anything on 1313. Only 1318, I think. So I wonder if it's a strain that is a seasonal strain, so to speak. Oh yeah, yeast strain. 1318 London Ale 3. I'm assuming 1313 might be London Ale 2. So I don't have a really good review of this yeast for you, but I'll read 1318 unless I wrote the number down wrong. Originating from a traditional London brewery, this yeast has a wonderful malt and hop profile. It is a true top cropping strain with a fruity yet light and soft balanced palate. This strain will finish slightly sweet. Okay, Dayton Brewing. Yep. Typical hiss we've been hearing from the from all the ESBs. Give a gentle pour here. I get half, you get half. Do you want to pour it or you want me to? We'll be doing them in the Stella glasses today only because, I don't know, they're pretty clear. There's not a lot of writing on them. I'll leave the yeast behind. It has an orange, kind of caramely color. Slightly cloudy. Oh, wow. See, that has a totally different aroma than the other 3 that I've already tried, which one of them was my own. No, that would be 4. I'm getting some caramel toffee notes.
I smell caramel. Nice color.
Yeah.
Nice color.
Yeah, a little bit of malt, a little bit of caramel, maybe even a slight bit of toffee I'm picking up. Huh. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm getting not a lot of back-end bitterness like I have on some of the other ones. I think it's outside the range. I just think it's less bitter than some of the other ones I've tasted on the back.
Now I can smell the toffee.
You getting the toffee now?
Now I can
Yeah.
smell it.
Give it a little bit of a kind of a swish and swirl. Bring the head back up, and then you can pull another nose off of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can.
So the mouthfeel is a little on the lighter side, but it's not as stringent. There's no off flavors. I'm getting that malt and a little bit of caramel. Getting more of just a slight bit of toffee on the nose, but none on the flavor. Yeah, this is a good beer. I would drink this again. There's a little bit of alcohol lingers in the back. Very, very
Just
end.
slight.
Very slight. It's a warming feeling, right?
Yes.
I feel it going down, it's kind of warm. But it's not an alcohol bite, so it's well-balanced beer, great brew, has great aromas.
And wonderful color.
Yeah.
Color is just,
It's a little lighter than some of the other ones I've seen, but not by much. I mean, just a tad shade lighter. Anyway, Dayton Brewing, cheers. Great beer, man. Yeah, what magazine are you reading again?
it's Boston Magazine,
Oh, yeah.
which is a weekly, but they're featuring beers, the 15 best New England microbrews. And it's pretty interesting. They list several what they call brewtastic New England getaways: Portland, Maine, Burlington, Vermont, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Yeah, we got a lot of breweries right here. Algas Brewing in there, Sea Dog, Sebago Brewing Company, who else?
Ritty's,
yeah.
Shipyard.
Maine Brewing Company, Rising Tides Brewing. Rising Tides, thank you for the malt. Speaking of that, the Portland Mashing Maniacs, the brew club we belong to, Dennis attended the first meeting for him,
Yeah.
my second meeting up in Portland. Was it last Sunday? Or was it-
Last Sunday?
No, Sunday prior.
Was it?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, it was.
Anyway, great bunch of guys. We got to taste all their beers. I brought some beers up. We talked about beer. We talked about brewing. Probably be hosting a brewing club meeting here at some point during the summer, or maybe even the fall. Probably talk about it next brew meeting. What we'll do is have a bunch of people come over and bring all their equipment, and they can brew right over here. All right, collecting my final sparge, and we're going to be pretty close to 13.5 gallons when I'm done collecting. So once I boil, that expansion should bring me pretty close to the rim of this thing. So it's going to be a challenging boil. Getting close to the boil. So it's going to be the first use of the hop spider. Oh, by the way, the hop spider. I found this at Walmart, actually. Although the one I bought was at a store called Big Lots, which may not be everywhere. But Walmart obviously is, and I found the same canister for $6.97. So it was 3 cents cheaper than what I actually paid for it at Walmart. So it's the sugar canister, I would assume, out of the 4-piece set. Flour, sugar, coffee, tea, whatever they normally put in them. So the sugar one is the one I used. And I went 4-point access on it because, you know, the stainless steel is a little thinner than the PVC, so I just thought it might need a little extra support. I'm sure you could probably do it with 3 and it would be just fine. It is in there. So far I like the hop spider. Especially now, or in this case, because I'm using pellet hops. So I don't want it to clog that. Plate chiller. So far so good. Smells awesome. Octoberfest. Okay, we've got Broken CRJ, his ESB, and he used WPL 002. English ale yeast, a classic ESB strain from one of England's largest independent breweries. This yeast is best suited for English-style ales, including milds, bitters, porters, and English-style stouts. This yeast will leave the beer clear, very clear, and will leave some residual sweetness. Attenuation 63 to 70%, and flocculation is very high. And alcohol tolerance is medium. All right. Go ahead and pour that. I'll grab my glass and fill it over.
Not much of a pop. When I opened it?
No, didn't get much of a pop. bit of
That's all right.
the yeast got churned up a little on the second pour. So we'll judge the clarity on mine. Okay, the clarity on this is pretty much the same as mine, like dead nuts. It's kind of cloudy, just
Yeah.
like mine.
It's a little lighter.
Okay, this one I'm getting more of a citrusy hop aroma or something.
It's definitely different.
It's different. It's amazing what yeast will do to a beer. Yeah, I'm almost picking
It's
up
a lighter.
a lighter, fresher kind of,
Yeah.
almost like a citrusy, but not really. I don't know. It's like it's got a great smell to it. It's not a malty smell. It's more of a citrusy smell.
It's a fruitier.
It's got a fruitier
Yeah.
side to it. Yeah. I'm not picking up any maltiness on that, on the aroma anyway. Getting a lot of, it's not dancing off the bottom at all, from what I can tell. Now let's give it a taste. Okay, I'm getting the maltiness on the tongue.
I'm getting it back in.
A little bit of back end bitterness, yeah. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to get.
More so than.
More so than
Last
Dayton's, yeah. Like I said, so far, Dayton Brewing you had the least amount of bitterness in the back of the palate, which, I mean, there was still some there, it's just least bitter one so far. Trying to identify what I'm picking up there. It's good, it's just really hard nailing down what I'm picking up. So that whole pausing thing I'm doing, it's not because it's bad, I'm just trying to find the words. Picking up on the nose, it follows at the end. Mouthfeel is creamy. Would you say it's sweet or is it a little dry?
I think it's dry.
Yeah. But being dry, it still has a little bit of good mouthfeel to it. My tongue rolls around pretty good on it. It doesn't feel coarse.
It's got a good taste.
It's a Broken CRJ. It's a good beer.
Good
I'm
job.
digging it. Good job. Not picking up any odd flavors or off flavors that would suggest there's something wrong with the brewing process. It's I would say, picking up the Maris Otter that's in the grain bill. No caramel, I don't think.
I didn't pick it up.
I don't know what it is today, but maybe it's just luck of the draw, but I'm picking up a little bit of toffee on the tongue maybe. Is it toffee? Whatever it is, it's so faint that I can't nail it down. It's there though. And when I hear somebody else review your beer, they'll probably hit it and I'll go, that's it. It's a good flavor, I just can't figure out what the hell it is. Anyway, Broken CRJ, cheers. Great beer.
Cheers to you.
Hope the audio was okay on that because we were brewing outside. But I don't know if you guys saw that. FedEx pulled up with a package from SMC Brewing. Thank you, SMC Brewing. That was perfect timing. All right, so that's it. That was Brew Day, beer tasting, beer mail from SMC Brewing, and talk a little bit about the hop swap thing that we've been talking about in our online brew club that I would love to get in conversation with somebody or a bunch of people on Uvu, try to figure out how we're going to pull this off because I think it's a great idea. And let's let's talk about it. Let's make it a discussion. All right, guys. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Thanks for all the subscribers, 160 or so. Crazy. I'll do some shout outs at some point. Some of you guys. I just can't even believe that there's 160 people who want to look at these videos. So, but thanks, guys. Cheers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Enjoy your beer or coffee.
Hey, you guys want to see a wet t-shirt contest? Let's go look.
Hubba. Yeah, that's the lager. Actually, it's the Octoberfest that we pitched yesterday around 4 p.m. after brew day. Actually, it was around 3:30 or so. Anyway, it's taken off. Yeah. It's cool in this garage right now. It's like 55, so the t-shirts give it an extra 5 degrees or so. And so it gets it down to about 50. So they're just taking off now, so I suspect by the end of the day they'll be ticking away pretty good. So yeah, that's my wet t-shirt contest.